welcome. Grand Rising. Today we're back with another one. We're going to go ahead and cleanse the space. And we're going to channel this message for you, beautiful souls out there. I always like to give a heads up that I am a mother, so you guys might happen to hear my children in the background. Alright, so today we're going to go ahead and channel this message. First things first, I do want to cleanse the energy. Alright. You guys, let's go ahead and channel this message from the ancestors. I do want to say thank you for another day today. Before I get started, I would like to call on my spirit guides, guardian angels, and Mother Nature, the universe, and the Most High. I ask that they guide me and protect me as I'm on my journey, given the collective answers that we are all seeking. So go ahead and dive in.
Don't listen.
That you needed extra protection in this room because of the distraction that happens down here. The money, the gambling, the things that lead you down the dark paths, even time. They had to protect you from time. Someone can't hear. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, before I continue, you guys, just let me know if the sound is okay. I don't want to record a whole video without sound, so let me know. Okay, so let's go ahead and run it back. Okay. Like I said once before, it looks like your spirit team put a form of protection over you when you were born into this realm. Just because they thought you needed the extra protection down here, protecting you from getting lost when it comes to money, protecting you when it comes to getting lost with gambling, the dark paths that we tend to walk down to death. The time, they've even protected you from the clock. A lot of you guys here who cross paths with this video probably had a near-death experience, is what I'm saying. Because on this card, there is the death spirit constantly trying to. Some of you guys were, your mother probably told you it was hard giving birth to you. Some of you guys probably lost your mother during birth. This death spirit has been coming for you for a long time. Your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, because if you see on this card, this is 3 different individuals. You have witches all black. You have that guardian angel in the all white. You have your ancestors in the all red, representing your bloodline. They had to come together to put an extra form of protection over you, and it's probably because you guys have a teen heart. Some of you guys have a pure heart. Some of you guys are holds the heart of true, pure love. Not everyone has a heart full of pure love. Some of you guys probably walk with my aunt. With the alchemy card out here, I do see that a lot of you guys might be into sorcery, some form of magic. You might feel like fall is your favorite time of the year because that's when your power is unleashed. They're showing me the show Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, how she came into her powers, I believe, at 16, 15 to 16. Some of you guys really tapped into your powers in your teenage years. And that's why these ancestors, these guardian angels, these witches here put an extra form of protection over you. If you guys see that, there's an extra form of protection over you because you have a huge mission here on earth. It's like the nation of witches, of wizards, prophets, priest, priestess. There's been this spirit out to get you for a really long time. This spirit shows up in girlfriends, through boyfriends, through best friends, through co-workers, strangers, people constantly trying to hurt you mentally, physically, emotionally, sometimes even financially. But this team has put a protection over your finances. It's really hard for individuals to do financial swaps with you because you were born through protection. A lot of these spirits try to distract you is what I'm seeing, especially with this team putting protection magic over the clock for you. Distractions. This death spirit wanting you to waste your time on earth. Some of you guys discovered who you are at a really young age. No, and I'm here for some of you, it's a little different from your siblings. You can feel it. You can sense that you are different from your siblings. Even though you do the same womb, you're pretty different from them. People have tried to put addictions off of you, drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's sex. But because you have this extra protection, really, really hard. If you see on this Ma'at card here, Ma'at is watching over you. Whether you know this or not, every step of your journey, Ma'at is keeping an eye on you. Some of you guys have found the path of Ma'at really young in life. And that is letting you know that you have this protection casted over you at birth. Like I said, if you spoke about birthing you, she might say it was complicated. Because these entities, these dark entities never wanted you to come into this dimension because you would shatter the illusion. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. You know, this death spirit does not want you to pass judgment after your life trial here. So I'm hearing this is a trial for some of you guys coming down to earth. This is just a trial for you. And they're trying to get you to go down the wrong path by any means. So when you do leave earth and you do go to judgment, when you do go to the hall of Ma'at, you will fail. They're trying to do any and everything they can possibly do, causing you to have a heavy heart. They know that you were sent down here from the council. They know that when you leave going back to the hall of Ma'at, they want you to fail so you can reincarnate back here. I'm just seeing at birth, it could have been a struggle. If you speak to your parents, maybe it took a long time, blockages getting to the hospital, all form of blockages trying to stop her from having you glitches in the computer system. Some of you guys, your mother probably had you and went into hiding. The same thing happened to your mother. It's giving me the vibe that your mother could also be a wizard, a witch. So she knew that she had to put over extra protection over you, is what I'm saying. You're not the first one. It's just giving me the first one in this generation. It's giving me the vibes that the passed down onto you, and these death spirits knew it. That you will be the one in the family that picks up on these gifts, that will unlock these gifts. Some of you guys, your mother probably had you outside. You might find yourself having a green thumb, really good with the plants, really good with the flowers. Some of you guys, you realize that your powers are connected to Earth, so you might know how to change the weather. Some of you guys have the power of changing the weather, which goes against the government system, which I understand why they tried their hardest to destroy you, because with an individual like you holding the power that you hold, if you know how to change the weather just by closing your eyes and asking God to give you a sunny day, or to give you a rainy day, or to cool down the weather, it happens immediately, which means you're going against the weather system that the government has put up into place. That's why they've been trying to some of you. Okay. I'm hearing that there's ways that you receive information from spirit. It can be through words, images, or feelings. Some of you guys are medium. You see how I say you know how to change the weather? Some of you guys know how to make it windy. Some of you guys might know how to make birds go crazy, call on the birds. Monique, can you do your mother a favor? Can you take Sissy out of there? I'd rather her out instead of just being in there going crazy. Thank you, love. And get her on her feet. Or stand her on her feet, I should say. Okay. You have calling heaven. You guys know how to call God's energy quickly, very fast. Like the moment you call on God, God shows up, no matter who your God is here. But I'm seeing here that you know how to call on God's spirit immediately, and he shows up immediately for you. You might see a lot of feathers, ladybugs, butterflies, dragonflies. All messages coming from your guardian angel. You know, a lot of people speak on their guardian angels, but I'm seeing for you guys who cross paths with this video, the connection you have with guardian angel, it's real. The moment you call on them, some of you guys know their name already. Some of you guys might not know their name. Don't be afraid to learn guardian angel's name. But I'm seeing here, my love, the moment you call on God, the moment you call on your angels, you receive a sign immediately. Especially when you're in the car crying is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys like to spend time in the car. Some of you guys might pray in the car, cry in the car, chill in the car, but it's something to do with your car here. You have turn on switch. The reason why you came down to earth lifetime is so you can master your turn on and off switch is what I'm seeing here. You have to learn how to master your powers. Use it when you need it and cut it off when you don't, is what I'm seeing here. Those are always nudging you. Keep going. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences, clear signs that spirit is knocking at your door. Some of you guys might tend to, no, don't come over here. Don't come over here. I'll give you a deck of cards, but do not. Excuse me, my baby, she's striking over here. She wants to get my cards so bad. I just have them at this point. Instead of fighting with you, you could just take them. But some of you guys might receive feathers in most awkward places. You know what I'm hearing for you is that when you went through your awakening, it was your guardian angel there doing it. You know, some people go through their awakenings through their ancestors, right? Sometimes people awakenings due to demons, demonic spirits wake people up sometimes. Seeing for you, it's your guardian angel that woke you up. You probably started by seeing angel numbers and feathers for a lot of you. That's when you started to realize that, okay, I'm different in a good way. True. Some of you guys probably heard knocking on your walls, knocking on your door. No one's there. And you know, for some reason, they're showing me an episode of SpongeBob, the Hasher Slinging Slasher. Some of you guys probably that episode. I believe SpongeBob was afraid of the dark. Maybe at one point in your life, you were afraid of the dark until they cut the lights on for you. It was your angel this whole time. You have a lot of feather spirit here. You have the feather of my aunt. You have the feather on the scales as well on my aunt's head. You have the feather wings here. You feather at the tip of your fingertips. A lot of feather spirit coming through for you. I love this for you. You know, even though you probably feel it's not true, I'm saying this lifetime is really easy for you, especially when you tap into spirituality. It just gets so easy. Now, when you were living, when I have nothing against religion, you probably felt like life was harder for you when you didn't know your belief system, when you followed behind someone else's belief system, when you weren't your guardian angels. You probably felt like life was harder. But as you connect deeper and closer to your abilities and your guides, you're realizing life really isn't as hard as people make it seem. It's not. It's not as hard as they make it seem. It's actually pretty easy. Give mom one. Give mom one. Give mom one. Okay, do you, baby? Let's keep going. What else would your angels, your spirit guides like to tell you? Oh, wow. You guys see how that card flew out there? We're going to go ahead and take it. Okay. She's not really paying attention to that, so I'm going to cut it down. All right, you guys. So I'm going to show you the card that came out. Very beautiful. That's very, very beautiful. Before I read it, let me go ahead and into this card to see what I see. You know, I'm getting the Three of Pentacles, especially with how these links are locked in. You guys are really locked in with your angels. My ear is itching. The Three of Pentacles, you're working progress, but you're working with your angels is what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing strands of DNA. So these are something someone can take from you. And these death energies, like that, these dark energies, forces that hold the death spirit that is trying to cast it over you might show up as family members, might show up as friends, show up as lovers, might show up as co-workers, even strangers. You might notice that a lot of homeless people walk past your car randomly. This death spirit uses the homeless to watch you. So a lot of homeless people might approach you, talk to you, walk past your house, walk past your car. And I'm seeing it's it's using these vessels to keep an eye on you. Okay. But the gifts that you possess, it's in your DNA. Like I said, some of you guys walk with my aunt spirit here, my Ma'atian heart, and they're trying to keep the Ma'atian heart off of earth. That's very interesting. Let's get into this card here. With complete in my sacred fruition, I embrace playfulness, lightness of the heart, and abundance of support from the universe. I mean, that's exactly what we're talking about here. Especially, I want to be a cheerleader. Especially with us speaking on the lightness of the heart. I mean, we have the justice scales, the heart on the scale against the feather. How do you pass judgment? By having your heart, allowing your heart to be as light as a feather. I mean, come on now, you guys, that's what we're talking about here. You guys saw it come out naturally. It literally says, I embrace playfulness and lightness of the heart and abundance of support from the universe. You are fully supported, and it's very interesting how they speak on abundance, because remember at the beginning of this reading, it's very hard for people to do a financial destiny swap with you. You are fully supported from the universe, from your angels. Your abundance is coming from the angels. So imagine these individuals coming in trying to swap something that belongs to the angels as well. If you checked out the title of this video, I put 888 title, which is highly connected to abundance. All of this is connected here, and it's very, very interesting how it's coming out naturally. It's just all flowing, and I love this for you guys. You are being watched every second of the day. Every second you're being watched. You're being watched over. They're watching you exercise your magic. They're watching you try different things when it comes to your magic. Ma'at is watching over you every second of the day. Even when you go to sleep at night, some of you guys might see Ma'at in your dream. Up like, oh my goodness, why is Ma'at in my dreams? Let me go to Ma'at. Let me say, Ma'at, you were in my dreams. Every second of the day. Even when you go into the spirit room, you're being watched. Because if they can't get you in the physical, hoping they can get you in the spiritual. Some of you guys probably experienced sleep paralysis because they knew that they couldn't get you in the physical, so they tried spiritually. So they tried to stop you from waking up, trying to trap you into the spirit world. It was very hard at one point to just rise up from your sleep because something was holding you down, trying to stop coming into the physical. They've been trying to stop you in this physical world for a really long time. Some of you guys conquered the sleep paralysis or paralysis. I think it's either or. Excuse me. Let's keep going, you guys. Let's see what else do you need to know here today. Let's see what else would your angels like to tell you. If this video resonates with you and you've made it this far, don't be afraid to give the video a thumbs up. It does help my channel grow, allowing other souls to cross paths with this beautiful message that might save a life. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. Ooh, awakening. I mean, didn't we speak on you going through a spiritual awakening? It's just all coming out. Clarification. We spoke. Hey. Don't hit your sister. No. Give your sister love. Give your sister love. Give her a kiss. Don't throw nothing at me. Let's go. So we spoke on you going through your spiritual awakening in your teenage days. Remember how I spoke on Sabrina, the teenage witch? I believe woke up to her powers at 13, 14, 15, 16, one of those ages, right? Her aunties always knew. Some of you guys probably were aunties because remember how I spoke on someone here lost their mother while they were giving birth to you. Sabrina was raised by her aunties, right? She didn't have either parents. You already went through your spiritual awakening. This death spirit has been that for a really, really long time. Something was weird about you at birth. Maybe you were too long, or you were big, or you were already talking, or you were already sitting up, but something was odd about you at birth. And it's really not odd, but to the average human, it's a little odd. But I'm saying something was different when it comes to you at birth. Maybe you had a toe, extra finger. You were longer than the average baby, bigger than the average baby, doing things that the average baby didn't do. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. I'll give you another deck of cards. Go beat it, pal. Here. You can have this one. Here. Give it to sister. To sister. Let's keep going, y'all. Okay, what else do you need to know here? Magic. This is a really good reading. I love this reading. This was a good one. I say beat it, pal. No, you can't have anything over here. I gave you what you could have. Mona, do mommy a favor. Lift up her toy chest. Then go to that side. Mommy just wants to wrap her video up. And then we can play. Yes, mommy already told you that, Money. Hey, I'm not playing with you. Just slide onto the door. Slide the whole thing down. Watch. Yep. Just slide the whole thing off. Good job. Thank you, baby. Okay, excuse me. Like I said at the beginning of this reading, I am in mommy mode. So let's just keep going. If that bothers you, then this isn't the channel for you. But we have coming out here. What did I say at the beginning of the reading? Magic went over you. Protection magic was done over you at birth. Some of you guys do really, really good magic. Don't lag on your candle magic. And as I watch TV, I was, hey, don't fall. Why do you have to get inside of it? I noticed that it's normally in, I don't really know what to call them, but I guess European movies. They normally have candles at the dinner table. I am a melanated being, so I can own my culture. I can't speak on any other culture. But I noticed my culture didn't really light candles at the dinner table, like the long red candles or the long white candles. And if you watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch, they always had candles on their dinner table. But I'm hearing you can't lack on your candle magic. It's very powerful. You might not even know, but your candle magic is very powerful. Now, another thing that stood out to me, the bottom of the deck, we have the cloak spirit coming out. With this cloak spirit, you have concealment. You were covered as a baby, hidden. Some were hidden. You might moved around a lot. Some of you guys might be adopted and wonder why, but it was a part of being you. Uh-oh, it's okay. Some of you guys were hidden in so many different ways. It could be the protection magic that was casted over you at birth, hide you. Some of you might have hidden from your mother, hidden from your father, hidden in plain sight. What's the hidden energy for? I just want to clarify this. What is the hidden energy for? Okay. Ooh, I just love the way the cards are one by one. Okay, the prosperity. And it might not be money, but it could heavily be money hiding you. Because as long as you were here on earth, the money of the family kept going and kept flowing. They didn't want you, this spirit didn't want you to prosper. So we had to hide you to make sure you prosper, and the prosperity connected to this bloodline has to live on. You might have the golden DNA. Yes, it's connected to the 8-8. Before I went live, I said, Spirit, give me a title for this video. I received the title. I typed it in. I pulled 3 cards. The whole reading is just connecting. And you might be the first one in your generation to live stroke free. And the people in your family might wonder why. Is it the magic? So some people in your family might want to do the magic like you, might want to tap into spirituality like you, because they're trying to figure out, why are you living stroke free and we're not? So let me follow your footsteps. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So whether this is cousins, siblings that follow behind you, or even look up to you, it might not be following. It might be just simply looking up to you. It just doesn't work like that. Because it's in you, it's not on you. What is all of this over? I mean, it's clear as day, you guys. You were born, that's the same symbol. I'm gonna show you guys. Do you see them doing the magic over the baby there? Is that not the same symbol you're standing on? And correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this the same symbol that came out in yesterday's reading about the changes? If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the same symbol they spoke on yesterday, sunrise. This is the same one. Yesterday's reading might connect with today's reading. If you haven't watched it, check it out when you have some free time. You were literally born into this. That's very interesting. If you guys ever seen Wiz, the shoes, I believe the Wicked Witch had the shoes, and I think like just magically she lost them, like they flew off of her and went to Dorothy, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there might be a Wicked Witch or family. Could be a great auntie that probably doesn't like you. Whoever the wicked, could be an older sister, shit, could be your mother. But whoever the Wicked Witch is in family probably doesn't like you, because they know at one point in time you're going to take everything. You're going to take the magic. Wow. They know that your gifts have unlocked. It's okay, mommy will clean it up. They know that gifts have unlocked, and they're afraid. They probably were one of the ones who casted the death magic over you. Maybe every time you go to this individual's house, you get sick. You go over there for Thanksgiving, you don't feel right. You go over there for Christmas, you don't feel right. Halloween, I damn coming over on no Halloween, but at one point, you probably didn't realize. You probably, right? But I'm seeing at this point in your life, you got balance coming behind that. The Ma'at energy, the scales of Ma'at, that balance energy at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we're gonna slowly wrap this up. I gotta get back into mommy mode. So we're gonna wrap this one up here. Oh, your ancestors. Remembrance. You see how the gold is around your ancestors here? Wow. It's like to bury your ancestors and forget about them. Wow, that's beautiful here. I'm trying to see, because there is an energy that okay. Oh, it's right here. That's that golden DNA here. If you guys remember at the beginning of the reading, I spoke on the lady in the red that symbolizes your ancestors, your bloodline. They don't want your ancestors to be remembered. You got secrets at the bottom of the deck, probably trying to hide the secrets of your ancestors. You have the Book of Shadows. Your ancestors are connected to the Book of Shadows, especially if you are connected to Ma'at. And if you're like, who's Ma'at? Maybe this is the awakening, the beginning of your awakening for you to realize, for research, for you to learn. But some of you guys know who Ma'at is. And you know Ma'at is tied to what? The Book of Shadows. So someone has been trying to hide ancestors from you. Yes, baby? Yeah, she's headed towards you. She's okay. My baby pulled my energy, and I gotta laugh. Let me get it out, yo. I don't know why I gotta laugh. My eyes are watering now, so maybe that's clarification there. Let me see. Some of you guys like hazelnut. It's like just trying to hide who you truly are for a really long time. What's going to be the outcome of the Wicked Witch? That's going to be the last card. What's going to be the outcome of it? Okay. So for one, boundaries are being put up. It's like when she tries to come towards you, she can't walk through your front door anymore. Or when she tries to approach you, she can't. Whoever, and it might not be the auntie, whoever this wicked witch or wicked wizard is, because remember how I stated, this energy jumps from people, person to this, to that. Sometimes, hell, it might even be a dog. A dog goes crazy, attack you, or tries to attack you, and you don't know why, but then you just get away randomly. You just happen to get away. And then that energy leaves that dog. The next day you see the dog is calm. And you're like, what the hell? That dog is crazy. I seen it yesterday. But the energy is no longer in that dog. The energy moves on to another person. And then you're driving in traffic. And the car behind you or in front of you is driving crazy, almost causing you to crash. And then the angels versus devils. That's very interesting. Versus devils is the theme. I feel like spirit channels through my children because she just asked me to read something and it says angels versus devils. So this might be a fight for the angels against the devils. But like I was saying, the energy might be in a car. And then the energy leaves. Then the energy jumps into your wife, and then the energy leaves, and then the energy jumps to your brother, and then the energy leaves, and then the motherfucker jump into your best friend and it just leaves. But I'm seeing the outcome is going to be no longer going to be able to come towards you. At some point, there's an age in your life that once you hit this age, it's all going to unlock, and there's nothing they can do about it. You have incubation right now. Some of you guys, and it might have an autumn time, but right now some of you guys are in incubation. You're still being hidden. You're still being covered by your angels. You're still being surrounded by your angels. Even if you're fully grown, you don't have to be a kid. Even if you're fully grown, to eventually come out of this incubation, and it's probably going to be during autumn time. Also, for some of you guys, you might feel that autumn time is when they really send this death match you. You have the death energy coming out. Halloween time. They might try to use the Friday the 13th energy. Maybe you've crossed paths with someone that was born on the Friday the 13th. Just speaking from my story, the first person that I ever caught feelings for this lifetime was born on Friday the 13th. And the heartbreak I felt from him was one of the things that sparked my spiritual awakening. That's actually him breaking my heart is how I came across pick a card readings, because I needed answers. I didn't wrap my mind around what the fuck did I do to this individual. So spirit, I went to YouTube one day and a pick reading just landed on my Explorer page, and I clicked on it and it resonated with my situation. And then I just kept watching him. Then one day I said, you don't watch them anymore. I want to do them. I went and got me a deck of cards from Barnes and Noble, and I've been doing this ever since. Interesting how that person's birthday is on Friday the 13th. And I used to feel like he wanted to be part of the Illuminati so bad. All he talked about was the Illuminati. And if I sit back and really think about all of the signs, they're there. He was a spirit who wanted to join the Illuminati really bad. He lost his brother, which I felt like was a sacrifice, but it's not my place to say. I learned that he was an energy. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's find you something else. I know, little mama. I'm gonna find you something cool this time. Okay. Oh yeah. But like I was saying, and I felt like what he would do is he never came around when the sun was up, which was a red flag. They do their recruiting around October. Interesting. One that I learned is that this person only came around at nighttime. They didn't come around when it was up. Vampire spirit. So I started to learn, how come this person, like when they see me in the daytime, they act like they don't know me, but as soon as the sun goes down and the moon out, they pull on my energy. So then I started to catch on to that. And then this person will make music and just always talked about Illuminati this, Illuminati that. So then I caught on, okay, this is a dark spirit. And then this person got hooked on some form of an addiction. Multiple, honestly. But then this person got hooked on a couple of addictions. And then that was another red flag for me. And then the person would just pull me in and then push me away, then pull me in. And then I got so sick of it. And then at one point, I felt like my spirit was shutting down because I just couldn't wrap my mind around why this person was kind of like treating me. So then I started to realize, like, when I go back to pictures from back then, I didn't look happy. You know, I just started to feel like this person was taking my energy away from me. Yes. Okay, mommy's wrapping it up. I'm going to finish this story, then I'm going to wrap it up. And then I noticed I took a picture and this individual was in the picture. And I looked at myself and I looked very, very unhappy. And that's when I realized, okay, this person's taking my energy. So I say all this to say that this person, those signs that I experienced, letting me know, okay, this is one of the individuals that have the death that is coming for me. And that sparked my awakening. And I've been woke ever since. Uh-oh. Muna, instead of doing that to mommy's cards, can you help me pick them up? Okay, but don't step on mommy's cards, baby. But you can pick them up with your hands. That'll help me a lot.
But I put them in the circle pouch.
Okay. But yeah, you guys, we're going to slowly wrap it up there because I do feel like my kids are tapping into my energy, which is okay. But I just really hope that this reading gave answers that you might need in your life at this moment. With the autumn card coming out, this might be your season. Autumn might be your season. And just be aware of what comes towards you during autumn season. A lot of distractions might come towards you during autumn. They don't want you to do your magic. They don't want you to tap in. And autumn is probably when they really come for you. So I hope, be careful. I hope that this reading resonated with you. I thank you all for tuning in. You love. And until we meet again.